Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlen, and on this channel, we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. In today's video, as you saw in the thumbnail, is our Fragrance Follow-Up Friday. And on this Friday, I have some wonderful things to share with you guys that I've been excited to tell you about. I kind of been playing with these over the last week or so. They came in the mail and I got to put my nose on them, do first impressions. Then I wore them throughout the week. And I also tested things on my tray, my March tray for this month, and did some layering combinations. So if you want to see my thoughts on the new items that I've been testing and some of the layering combinations I came up with my spring fruity floral tray, then just stay tuned. All right, you guys. So the thing I have to share with you that I'm super excited to share with you guys is a brand that I've come across called The Clone. Have you heard of The Clone? They are a USA-based brand, and they do inspired by fragrances. And you know, you guys, I love to find me a good dupe house. I got my duos up there. I got my Juliana's perfumes. I got my genre perfumes. I have my Middle Eastern Latifahs and Paris Corners and Afnans based on Alhambras. You name it, I got it. I like to find a good dupe, but I also do still appreciate my niche fragrances. I got my whole display of my Carolina Herrera, my House of Sillage, my different Valentino, you know, Jimmy Choos. I have them all. I have a mix. On this channel, we discuss it all. So, but I do love finding a good dupe inspiration. And if I do come across a good one, I will share it with you. So, The Clone. Let's go back to what I was discussing, The Clone. So this is a clean, vegan, cruelty-free brand. Like I said, that's based out of the US of A here. So let me tell you a little bit about it because I'm going to post it up here for you so you can read along with me. But it says, welcome to The Clone, where we redefine luxury fragrance. At The Clone, luxury meets accessibility. We provide exquisite fragrances, clones, inspired by the most prestigious scents in the world at prices that are truly accessible. Each bottle from The Clone promises high-end allure with a budget-friendly approach, and we all for that. Allowing everyone to express their unique style. Each version aims to convey the core values of affordability, quality, and luxury, defining what makes The Clone special in the fragrance industry. So, they mentioned that their mission here is to make the world's most beloved fragrances accessible to everyone by perfectly capturing the essence in every bottle we create. So they create unique fragrances inspired by designer scents, but never identical copies. So let me repeat that. The Clone creates unique fragrances inspired by designer scents, but never identical copies. We are not affiliated with any brands, and all trademarks are used for solely for comparison. Our fragrances stand on their own, crafted with originality and artistry. So it says, we bring you the scents you love without compromising on quality or breaking the bank. So, what scents do I have? Girl, what do you have? Because I mentioned I have 5 here that I've tested that the brand was so kind to send over, you guys. So the brand so kindly sent me these fragrances to test out, and I'm just going to give my honest opinion on them. We do honesty over here. So I'm going to give you my honest opinions on them, and I'll tell you which ones were hits. If any were misses for me, I'm going to let you know. So I'm just going to start with the first one, and we're going to go from there. So the first one I got was an extra, I think, that they threw in here for me because this is one of their travel sizes. This is a 15 ml or 0.5 fluid ounce. It comes in a box that looks like this, you guys. And I've been writing all over the boxes and stuff because I wanted to get my ideas on everything as I was testing them out. So this is what this one looks like. And you can see, as you can see, I did give it a good testing. Good testing. But they do label the bottles, as you can see. So this one says Naked Cherry number 33, inspired by iconic scent, is straight to perfume. So all their scents on their site are claiming to be a straight to perfume, okay? So this one is said to be inspired by, you guessed it, the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Now, you guys, out of curiosity, I decided to look up Tom Ford Lost Cherry, just out of curiosity, because this scent has been out for a while and brands have been duping it for a while now, because I have a couple of dupes already in my collection. Genre perfumes, I sprayed them all as first impressions originally. So I have my genre perfumes Black Cherry. That's an inspiration of this one. And then I had my Fragrance World Lush Cherry. That's in inspiration of Tom Ford Lost Cherry. So now we have this one here from the clone that is saying Naked Cherry number 33. They assign numbers to all of their fragrances. So this one is saying that it, and I love how they do their pictures for these fragrance notes, by the way. They're gorgeous. Top notes of black cherry, cherry liqueur, bitter almond. Heart notes of gruyere syrup, Turkish rose, and jasmine sambac, my favorite. Base of Peru balsam, roasted tonka beans, sandalwood, vetiver, cedarwood, and clove. So that's what this one has in it. And when I tell you that this smells so good, this is one of the ones that was a hit for me, you guys. This one's one of the ones that was a hit for me. I love this one. This one is one that I love. And when I gave it first impressions, because I sprayed them all on the papers first before I did my wear test on them. So I did my first impressions. I wrote the number on first impressions. And this one I wrote down a 9 on first impressions. And then I said it was unisex, leaning feminine. So that was my first interpretation of this fragrance. Now, after wearing this one gave me, I would say, about 7 or 8 hours of wear. I made sure I wore it on moisturized skin, put it on my post points, even on my clothing. I also got a compliment on this one, and I loved it. But whenever I looked on the Tom Ford site, you guys, to see how much this thing is still selling for, the regular Tom Ford Lost Cherry, let me tell you guys this. They have on their site a 10 mil. Mind you, this is a 15, so smaller than this, $90. A 50 mil, $405, and 100 mil, $615. And I said to myself, as long as this scent has been out and how much it has been duped, they're still charging that much for this fragrance. Now, I've smelled the Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I never owned it, but I have put my nose on it. And all these dupes that I have comes very close to it. Close enough to where it would scratch the itch. You know what I'm saying? It will scratch the itch. Not saying there is that, and by no means is this brand claiming to be exact. That's why I did that repeat of that sentence. They're not claiming to be identical, even though their name's saying the clone. It's still their own unique interpretation of the fragrance, right? So 7 and 8 hours wear. I received compliment on it, and I loved it. It's comparable to my other dupes in my collection. Does it stand out more than the other ones? No, doesn't stand. It's not like it's standing out way more than the other ones are, but it's sitting right there with them. It's not less than. So this is a great option for anyone who's looking for a Tom Ford Lost Cherry inspiration. This one has a beautiful, boozy, sweet, dark cherry. You smell it all. You smell the florals, you smell the cherries, you smell that vetiver, you smell it all in there, and it is beautiful. So this one, I'm thinking about getting an upgrade in it. I'm like, should I finish one of my other dupes first or just go ahead and grab this one? And by the way, I have a code that you can use to get an additional 15% off. The pricing on this stuff is very, very reasonable. So I'll go over all the pricing later on in the video. But if you use code CHARLENBFL, all caps, you'll get 15% off your order. But this one here, this one is a good one. So I was happy. I'm happy they decided to throw that one in there because I wasn't expecting that one. But that one is a good one for sure. So let's go on to one that was more of a unisex. And I thought it was more unisex, leaning masculine in my opinion. So this one in particular, I do not have a comparison in my collection. And that's why I picked this one out, because I wanted to get my nose on what this one smelled like. So this is how they come packaged in the regular. This is the size they offer here, the 1.7 or 50 ml, right? This is the size they come in. This is the box. It has the label back there of your fragrance that is on here. And let me show you how the 1.7 bottles look. This is how this one looks like. And as you can see, it has the name Ultimatum number 53. So it is inspired by Tom Ford Oud Wood, but their name is called Ultimatum number 53. So this one has top notes of cardamom, heart of oud, sandalwood, and vetiver, base of tonka bean, amber, and vanilla. This one here, I originally put it down as a 7, and I put unisex, leaning masculine. And the reason why I say that is because when you first spray this, it is a heavy dose of that cardamom in here. That spicy cardamom is very strong in here at first, but then it settles down and it gets into that sandalwood. It has a little creaminess. It has that oud in there that it dries down to and mixes with that vetiver. So it's still leaning a little masculine, but as it dries down more and more is where it goes straight unisex. So it goes from unisex masculine to me, then it goes to straight unisex because of the tonka, the amber, and the vanilla in the dry down coming through for it. So for me, this one was a 7 for me. My husband did enjoy this one because I let him try this one out as well. He did enjoy this one as well. I think I'm going to give this one to him, and if I ever want to pull for it, I will, because when I did my wear test on it, I did enjoy it quite a bit, and I was super surprised by that because to me, it's giving, they have a picture on the site of a guy in a suit, and that is exactly what this one is giving me. It's giving me boss man. It's giving me boss man vibes. So that's why I feel like it's more unisex, leaning masculine, especially with the spiciness of that cardamom. But this is definitely something I would wear. So I'm not saying I wouldn't wear it, but I'm just saying I probably would just give it to him so he can have it in his collection. If I ever want to pull for it, I know where it is. So this one had a 7. But after the wear test, because this one is another one, they gave me about 7 to 8. This is also, it's straight to perfume. It gave me about 7 to 8 hour wear. Did enjoy it, especially as it got more into the mid and the dry down on this one for me. All right, so this next one. Oh, and let me tell you about that one. When I looked that one up on the Tom Ford site, that thing said it goes for $300. Yes. I was like, oh, okay. All right. So this next one I have for you guys is the one that is from the clone that is the Killian Love Don't Be Shy inspiration. This is Brave in Love number 37. And you guys can see the dips on these are real. So I really did do good justice in trying these out. So Brave in Love Has neroli, bergamot, pink pepper, and coriander in the top. Heart notes of orange blossom, jasmine, honeysuckle, iris, and rose. And base notes of marshmallow, vanilla, musk, caramel, lapdamum. Now this one you already know I have several inspirations for this one. And I sprayed them all out. I sprayed them all out to try to compare them for first impressions. Just so you know, what I originally wrote down for this one for first impression, it was a 9 right off the bat, 9 feminine. Then I compared it to my Dossier Floral Marshmallow. I compared it to my Dua Be in Love. I compared it to Juliana's Perfume, A Night to Remember, and my Lattafa Awesome Gold. So a lot of comparisons with this one. And this one held up right along with them. Not more, not less. It held right up there with them. And after my wear test with this one as well, this one gave me probably close to more of an 8-hour wear. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's everything you expected to be with that bergamot neroli blend with that floral, with the orange blossom and the honeysuckle and that white floral blend mixed with the marshmallows. It has it all in there, you guys. This was a love. So I gave it originally a 9. I probably would give it a 9.5 now because the wear test I did enjoy it as well. So number 37 was a hit for me. And when I looked that one on the site, on the Killian site, it's selling for $2.95 right now. Stuff is going up, you guys, and it's not going to be going down for sure. So the next one I have for you guys was the one that came in this one. And this one is their Le Labo Santal 33 Inspiration. And this one is number 63, Pleasure Noir. So number 63, Pleasure Noir, like I said, is Le Labo Santal 33 Inspiration. And this one has top notes of violet accord, cardamom, heart notes of iris, amber, and papyrus, base notes of cedarwood, leather, and sandalwood. Now this one, I love this scent, you guys. I did not realize how much I love this scent because I have this one also from the Duo brand, and the name of that one is 33 Shades of Santal. But I love this one. When I originally did the first impressions on it, I gave it a 9 off the bat. But this one, after wearing this one, this was another one that was complimentary. I got a compliment on this one. But it's the violet in here for me. It's the violet in here with that iris, with the cardamom kick. And then it just has a little bit of that leather in the background, and then the creaminess of the sandalwood as it dries down. This is a beautiful blend. And it just made me realize how much I need to pull this scent back out more and wear it because I love this. I love this scent. So this one for me had good longevity, and I love the scent. And it's one of those scents that's unique to my collection, and I absolutely appreciate it. When I checked out the Le Labo site, their brand currently is that scent is currently selling for $240. So you have another option here that is from the clone that is amazing. I love this scent. I cannot confirm or deny how close it is to the original, but they're not claiming to be exact. This is their interpretation of the fragrance. What I can say is this is a beautiful violet iris kick with some leather, slight leatherous refinement in the end. It smells like sophistication, and it has a little creaminess at the dry down with that sandalwood. Love this. This is beautiful. All right, so the last one was one that I had my husband test because this one was more so for him. This is one of his favorite fragrances, and this is Whisper number 43. So Whisper number 43. This is inspired by this. Now, you see how much he loves this. You see how much juice is in here? And he's very picky, you guys. So, what did Mr. John say about this? Let me tell you about the notes first. The notes, this is Dior Sauvage Inspiration, and it has top notes of Calabrian bergamot and pepper, heart notes of Sichuan pepper, lavender, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, geranium, and elemi, and base of ambroxan, cedarwood, and labdanum. So, when we first tried this, because I even smelt it with him, I wrote on here a 5, right? And I just sprayed them again, but he did a wear test on them. And he said it's okay. He gave it an average. So it didn't blow him away. But it wasn't bad for him at all, either. So he gave it a 5, you guys. He gave it a 5. That's his opinions. And what I felt about it originally was I gave it a 5. So it's kind of stayed true even throughout the wear test. To me, the original has more of a spiciness and boldness that hits you at first that this one is not giving you. But as it dries down, the dry downs of these are both similar. So it's just missing that punchy element in the beginning of this one. But other than that, the wear test was very similar. So that's why it's not standing out. Like, it's okay. It's kind of like, even though this says it's straight de perfume, it's kind of like it's more of a cologne version of this, because this is an EDT. This is already an EDT, and it still is more powerful than what we're getting from this Whisper number 43. So it's kind of like, instead of it being in a straight version, it's more so like it's more of a cologne version of that, if you know what I mean. But it is still nice. It is still nice. So that is my thoughts on the clone perfumes, you guys. And I told you I would go and tell you some more information about the pricing. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. So the one that I was just talking about, that number 43, currently on their site, they have it for $45. That Lost Cherry Inspiration number 33 is currently on sale right now for $39.99. That number 63, which is that Le Labo Santal 33 Inspiration, is currently on sale for $40. That number 37, which is the Love Don't Be Shy Inspiration, is currently on sale for $34.99. And the clone number 53, which is that Tom Ford Oud Wood, is currently $45. So, like I said below, I'll have the link in the description box. If you guys are interested in trying those, you will get, like I said, 15% off by using code CHARLENBFL in all caps. Now, let's get to these layering combinations. So, one of the ones that I've been trying quite a bit in the evening time, that I've been loving on, because to me, this gives more evening wear, because this isn't a scent that gives you long longevity at all. By no means does this give you long longevity. And that is this English Laundry Proper Popping. This has a heavy citrus in the top of it. You know, and those citrus notes and sometimes the fruit notes, especially if they're not heavy, can be very light and doesn't last very long. And that's exactly what this is giving. So in the poppy scent, I noticed doesn't do a longevity. It doesn't have a good longevity. So this one has grapefruit, raspberry, peach, and lime in the top, has violet, poppy, and rose in the mid, and sandalwood and musk in the base. None of these stand out one more than the other, but it is a nice, sweet, citrusy, and fruity scent. What I was pairing it with is this release that they have from Victoria's Secret, Canyon Blooms, which also has the red poppy in it. So, but it also has pear in it and Canyon Air. So I was loving on wearing this at night. And then I decided to pair these two together because of the poppy notes in here. And I wore it for a day. It gave me about 5 hours, I would say, of wear time. So now I'm more so wearing it. I want to wear it in the evening time. But that is my first combination, is using these two together. I just use the regular like Nivea lotion. One time I mixed the Nivea lotion with my honey pink oil. So, you know, just you can mix it up however you like it. But this, don't expect too much from this. It's just your nice, airy, sweet, citrusy, florally, girly type, lounging around the house, not trying to do too much, but you still want to smell girly. That is what this one is. So, love that combination. For my other combination, utilize the Britney Spears Fantasy. So this one has kiwi, red lychee, kinks, white chocolate, cupcake, orchid, jasmine, musk, orris root, and woodsy notes, right? What I paired with this is this Victoria's Secret Wild Willow, because this one has that almond blossom and musk in here with willow leaves. So I wanted to give this a floral touch, but still stay true to that musky vibe that this has in the dry down. And I also paired it with this one here from Victoria's Secret, which is the Velvet Petals Brulee. And you guys, this has whipped blooms, caramelized almond in here. This combination of these three with this, because this heightened the sweet with some of the florals, and this one highlighted the musk with some of the florals, and you know the perfume has it all. So this combination here with these three was absolutely gorgeous. Love these. Another one that I've tried so far was this Michael Malone 593 Bali. And this is the one that has that bergamot, cardamom, elemi, sheer jasmine, sambac, lily, suede, orris root, sandalwood, and musk. So what did we pair this one with? Because this is your floral with a little kick to it. And I wanted to add a little bit more sweetness to this. So I added this one, and this is Frosted Vanilla Fantasy. This one has frosted vanilla, milky petals, and glazed amber. This combination was gorgeous. And what I used as the base of this one was my vanilla and sandalwood wash from Sand & Fog, along with the Tree Hut Vanilla body scrub. Then I went in with a regular moisturizer, and then I put these two together. So that was the combination here. Loved it. Now those last two combinations gave me between 6 to 8 hours of wear. This next one I'm going to share with you gave me like 9-10 hours of wear. I started out with my regular wash. Then I went in with this Covered in Roses body cream. And of course this one has ruby berries, sugar rosebuds, and blush amber. I mixed it with this Sand & Fog oil, which is that Delina exclusive inspiration, which Covered in Roses is the Delina inspiration as well. I put this oil on my post points. I also went in with the Covered in Roses mist. So we went in with the mist with that same scent. We added the You're the One mist. This is white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. And we were highlighting this perfume here, which is the Tiara Pink from Al-Watanaya. It has bergamot, pear, Turkish rose, arga wood, incense, oriental woodsy notes, amber, and vanilla. This is another Delina exclusive inspiration. So these all layered very well together. They were beautiful. I love them. And it gave me long wear. So I definitely, if you love that rose with a kick and you want to have the rose vibe, especially right now in this spring floral season, this is a great combination. Yep. I love that one. I will circle back around with that one for sure. One that I have actually on today is light and airy. This is one that I wouldn't expect to last long because I never expected this fragrance to last long anyways. That's just been a history of this fragrance for me, but I love the scent and I have went through so many bottles of it. When I finish this one, would I repurchase it again? I'm on the fence with it, but I do love the scent so much, so that's why I keep buying it. But the scent I'm focusing on with this layering combination, I actually have it on today, like I said, is this Jimmy Choo Blossom. This one has raspberry, red berry, citruses, sweet pea, rose, white musk, and sandalwood in it. And what I layered it with was this lovely Dreamer from Bath & Body Works. And this one has fluffy musk, clean woods, white Irish, and fresh bergamot. So these two together was my combination. Love, love, love. Just wish it lasted longer. Actually, let me spray some more of that now. This lovely Dreamer scent is something they brought back this spring at Bath & Body Works, and it smells gorgeous. I've never smelled this scent before, and I love it. And this other one that I have here that I wore, that I layered together, was, I started out with the regular wash. Then I went in with this set here from Victoria's Secret. This is the pink side. This was their jam cookie that they released that has that raspberry, fresh raspberry, almond batter, and powdered sugar. Because what we were highlighting was this Floral Street Wonderland Peony. Because this one has cotton candy, pink pepper, black currant, Sicilian lemon, pink berries, pink guava, violet, peony accord, raspberry flower, vanilla bean, pink candy, floss, cedarwood, and vetiver. So highlighting the berries in here to highlight that part of it. And of course, you have all the beautiful florals in here. This was gorgeous. This one only gave me about 6 or 7 hours of wear, but the scent it was given in my scent bubble at the time was beautiful. So I did enjoy the combination. I did enjoy this scent. I did wear it by itself the evening before to get a scent, get an idea for what this fragrance was given, and I actually did enjoy it very much. So for a first impression and wear test of this one for the first time, I think this is a gorgeous scent. Very feminine, fruity, floral. All right, you guys, so that is all the testing I've done so far. And tell me what you guys think about this new brand, this new USA brand, The Clone. Let me know down below. Have you purchased from them before? Are you interested in giving them a go and seeing what you can find? If you do, don't forget to use the link down below so you can save your 15% off. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.